Caribbean is an archipelago of over 7,000 islands and coral reefs, lying within the crystal-clear waters of the Caribbean Sea. From just a few meters wide to hundreds of kilometers across to the reefs, hidden beneath the waves, the Caribbean hides a treasure trove of life. Just off the coast of South America lies the island of Trinidad. North from Trinidad is a chain of islands which sit between two tectonic plates. This was once a region of intense seismic activity, which gave birth to the island of Dominica. Despite its small size, Dominica has 9 of the 17 active volcanoes in the Caribbean, the highest concentration found anywhere in the world. All the ash spewed out by these volcanoes to catch further up. The cuckoo, however, is actually concentrated on catching caterpillars. 75% of its diet is lizards, but it supplements it with spiders, insects, and grubs. Night in El Yunque comes alive with the sound of the real winners in this rainforest. The amphibians. And in particular, the coqui frog. 13 different species live here. It has rained, and male frogs are calling everywhere. The father loyally broods the eggs, which have started to develop. A beating heart is visible. Embryos are beginning to move. And because cockies hatch as froglets, limb buds are appearing. The male guards the eggs and prevents them from drying out. But danger is never far away. This predatory snail will eat cocky eggs. The male on the fresh clutch can sense the danger. Eggs that do survive take 28 days to develop. When the time is right, tiny, fully formed frogs enter the world. They disperse from the nest after 5 days. But these juveniles are not yet safe. Froglet-eating scorpions lurk in the shadows. The rain. These warm, nutrient-rich waters are ideal for one of the Caribbean's richest treasures. Its coral reefs. They are home to over 800 different species of fish and many more crustaceans and invertebrates. They might look like underwater gardens, but the reefs are actually huge colonies of millions of tiny animals called polyps. Many of the fish that find shelter and protection in these reefs are found nowhere else on Earth. Not just fish and marine reptiles rely on these waters. Large marine mammals also depend on it. The Silverback is a shallow area of sea above a huge limestone shelf north of the Dominican Republic. Female humpback whale. Between December and April, around 3,000 humpbacks pass through the Silverback. When summer arrives, the whales move on to their feeding grounds thousands of kilometers away in the North Atlantic. The Caribbean's role as a nursery is vital for the survival of these great ocean voyagers. Nearly all of the Caribbean islands have coral reefs off their shores, but Trinidad has almost none at all. It lies so close to South America that silt from the Orinoco River makes the surrounding sea too muddy for coral to grow. This mass emergence happens at similar caves all over the Caribbean. But at a cave in Puerto Rico, the bats don't get it so easy. As night falls, running the gauntlet. Some very crafty hunters. Puerto Rican boas have gathered at the triggers a lightning reaction. With a deadly strike, the boa grabs the bat, throws 2 coils around it, and starts to constrict. As bat emergence peaks, The snakes catch one after another, easiest to consume, however. It takes skill and time to manipulate the small winged mammals enough to be able to swallow them. Even so, some unfortunate bats are still alive as they go down. Boas can usually only manage 2 or 3 a night. When the feasting is over, the snakes retreat, stomachs full, to digest their meal. During the months of a storm becomes a hurricane when the wind exceeds 120 kilometers per hour, making it a Category 1. Category 5 hurricanes top 250. The waves created can reach 20 meters high as they smash into coastlines. Opportunities and challenges to all that live here. Every evening at dusk, the ibis return in large flocks to tiny islands within the mangrove. They gather in their hundreds to Trinidad separated from South America around 12,000 years ago, when sea levels rose at the end of the last ice age. As a result, each dominant male defends a small territory, with up to 7 nesting females. Rivals are by millions of the Caribbean remain.